Today's topic is going to be about Donkey Kong Country, but I'm not talking about the Super Nintendo game, or the original Game Boy port, or even the GBA version. Jesus Christ, how many versions are there? No! Today, we're going to be talking about... Oh god, here it comes. Donkey Kong, what was that? At least it's not bleeding. Now, I bet you're asking yourself, why does this exist? Well, that's a good question, but now ask me the same thing after I take these 19 shots of alcoholic Dr. Pepper. I don't fucking know. No, we all know why this show is here, because companies had a weird obsession in the 80s and 90s to turn popular video game franchises into fun little Saturday morning cartoons. We've seen it happen to Super Mario with his 3 lovely cartoons, and now it's time for everyone's favorite big ape to step into the spotlight. And it looks like I have an obsession with covering these cartoons around Christmas time, because this is my second year of doing so. Maybe I should make it a tradition at this point, because I totally wouldn't regret doing that later on. However, similar to last year's cartoon review, the main reason why I want to tackle this
buy it for money?
abomination is because it also has a Christmas episode. Come on, at least pretend you care. But before we go all in on the Christmas festivities, we must repeat what we did last year and ease ourselves in first by taking a look at the series' first episode and see how all of this started. And trust me, you want to see what happens in the first episode.
All done. That wasn't so bad, was it?
You like it? After the success of the very solid Donkey Kong Country series on the Super Nintendo, Canada's favorite animation studio, Nelvana, decided to take a knack at making a 3D animated cartoon based on the titular apes. And shortly after some consulting with Nintendo and Rare, the very first episode aired in France in 1997, and soon came to the US and Canada a few weeks later. And surprisingly, the show went on to produce over 40 episodes in its 3-year runtime, which isn't a common feat with these video game cartoons. I'm looking at you, Zelda Cartoon. He was taken way too early from us.
Oh boy, smooching time!
However, I think a big reason why this show produced so many episodes in such a short period of time was because of the 3D animation and motion capture, making it a much more streamlined process when creating this show. But considering the show was released in a time where 3D technology was still very new, the animation severely reflects that. And while the animation could be so much worse, its janky lip syncing and erratic movement made it quite the infamous cartoon to so many people. However, there's still a large chunk of people who still really enjoy this show, and who am I to blame them? I haven't even started watching it yet. Well, I'm watching it now. So how about we strap ourselves in and take a look at the very first episode titled Bad Hair Day.
Some people call me negative, they don't like my frown. They all try to cheer me up, but I'm down with being down. Cause I'm cranky, I got my finger on the beat, yeah, I'm cranky.
So you know one of those moments where you feel like you made a bad choice? I think this is one of those moments. Okay, maybe I'm over-exaggerating just a little bit, but is this really how they wanted their series to start out? With a terrible music number done by an old-ass ape that probably made some children cry? What are they gonna do next? Give us an exposition dump?
Step right up and take a closer look. The crystal will explain it all.
Oh, that's exactly what they did. Well, considering this is the first episode, I'll let it slide, because this series surprisingly has a bit of lore to it. The main thing in the show that the plot usually focuses on is this crystal coconut, a magic coconut that can do all sorts of things according to old Cranky here. It can tell the future, it can be a teleporter, a power supply, okay, and a wish fulfiller. So basically you can do whatever the plot needs it to do. Okay, got it. And while it does belong to Cranky here, with Donkey Kong being its rightful protector, there is a scaly bastard out there who wants to get his meaty claws on it. I usually call him King K. Rool, but Cranky here seems to call him something else.
The Big Daddy.
Well, now you know what Cranky's doing in his spare time. And speak of the devil, here comes the Big Daddy now with his ultimate weapon, whatever the hell this is. Well, I think we all know how this is gonna play out. After hearing the sweet screams of help, Donkey Kong and Diddy shows up to save the day with their iconic catchphrases.
Crush him to smithereens! Banana slammer!
And with a 1, a 2, and a 3, the critters are sent flying to their demise, and with nowhere to go, K. Rool decides to end himself right there and then.
We're,
You did it, DK!
Made K. Rool kill himself. Okay, Diddy Kong, I think we need to talk. Back at K. Rool's place, we can see that he's getting a bit tired of Donkey Kong and his strong muscles. So he decides to pull out a random spellbook that can get rid of Donkey Kong's strong muscles once and for all. And all he has to do is find someone to cut DK's hair while yelling some gibberish spell jumbo.
Who'll cut his hair?
it's so obvious. The only person he'll let get close enough to him.
Wait, get close to him? Who could that be?
Candy.
Oh, Candy, of course! Oh, sorry, I got a little lost there. Where were we? Yes, the only one who can get close to Donkey Kong is his one and only love interest, aka the girl who don't give two shits.
Banana cream, your favorite.
Rejected. Watching my figure.
Don't bother. I'm watching it for ya.
The fuck? Jesus, I need another shot. This is just regular Dr. Pepper. Not only does this girl reject a free cake that this predator ape put so much time and effort into, but she also blames Donkey Kong for literally nothing and tries to murder him over that fact. Dear Lord Donkey Kong, there's plenty of other monkeys in the jungle. Please don't try to get with this girl again.
Oh, yoo-hoo! Donkey Kong!
Candy! Hey, Banana Yama! Oh, she's Yama Banana's up, wow!
Well, it looks like someone did their daily dose of cocaine. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey!
Yes, here is Candy Kong, ready to not apologize for almost killing DK, and instead ready to snip away at Donkey Kong's hair. But I bet you're asking yourself, how did K. Rool so easily convince Candy to cut DK's hair? Well, funny enough, he didn't. Instead, he had his ghoulish henchman create this monstrosity, and its first action as a sentient being is to...
I'm Candy Kong's comely look like we're one and the same.
To a music number? Yeah, believe it or not, that's something this show tends to do a lot. Each episode usually has about 2 music numbers in each one, and I'm gonna be honest, the singing isn't half bad sometimes. More specifically, Donkey Kong's voice, because damn, I didn't know apes could sing like this. The other singers, though, they're eh. The only ones I would say that are pure ear grating are the previously mentioned Cranky Kong and Diddy Kong, because all it takes is one listen and...
The time has come for me to help DK swing into action and finally save the day.
However, we should get back to the episode, because we're at a very important part. The part where DK is dumb as rocks and just lets his candy robot cut his hair with no actual explanation. Oh no, he lost his strength. Oh no. Now I'm sure some of you have already seen this image before, but I'm here to reiterate. What kind of cursed skull does Donkey Kong have? An ape skull should never, ever be shaped like this. Well, unless his mom ate a little too many radiated bananas while she was pregnant. if you know what I'm saying. And with DK's strength being gone, there is no one left to protect the crystal coconut from K. Rool and his evil henchmen. I mean, Donkey Kong tries, but he doesn't get too far. Now, I bet you're asking yourself, why does King K. Rool want the crystal coconut so bad? Well, from what I can tell, he wants to become ruler of Kongo Bongo, this little island that is barely even populated. It has like 10 people on it. But like, if you become ruler, it's not like you're gonna get any special throne or benefits. All there's gonna be is just more space. What does King K. Rool need more space for? Like, let's be honest. And not to even mention the amount of property taxes you're gonna have to pay out your ass. Like, let me ask Cranky real quick. Hey, yo, Cranky! Oh yeah, he's dead. But alas, K. Rool steals the thingy and DK is left hopeless.
Ever since Candy cut my hair and told me she wanted to make me her little love slave. Love slave.
Okay. Candy never said that, Donkey Kong. So, you got something to tell us? Is there something you're trying to hide from us? Keeping my eye on you. And that's my eyes on you. Not like Donkey Kong. Not you. Oh, frets not though, because here comes good old Funky Kong to save the day by killing our beloved heroes. But really, Funky Kong is here to suggest a plan to DK to get his hair back, and that plan involves eating a shit ton of what he calls
mellow yellow.
But surprisingly, it doesn't work. I know, shocker. However, this concoction that Cranky Kong makes in like, 2 screen transitions ought to do the trick. Now all we have to do is trust these bitchy side characters to deliver to DK, and you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, so the predator ape from earlier named Buster Kong, what kind of name is that, is jealous that Candy Kong likes DK. So he decides that it's better off for K. Rool to rule over the island and just let DK perish for the rest of his life. All for monkey pussy. And out of this fit of jealousy, this idiot decides to pour the potion out on the ground. Well, I think this is a perfect example of how the show doesn't give two shits. Because apparently, for some convenient plot reason, the potion creates a whole horde of trees filled with magical
mellow yellow.
And after just one banana from said trees, it's enough to give DK his hair. And strength back, I forgot about that part. Yay, DK saves the day. Yay, he somehow cooked the coconut exactly where it needed to be. Yay, he also wants a threesome with a robot.
Oh, 2 candies should be better than 1.
I'm not celebrating that. Well, folks, that was the first episode of the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, and by far one of its most infamous. But now that I've shown you the humble beginnings of this carefully crafted cartoon, I think it's about time to get all festive and jump right into the next episode of the second season, titled Kongo Bongo's Festival of Lights. This is gonna be so much fun. Alright, let's see if I can do it better this time. It's time! Oh, jeez, nope, still can't do it, not doing that again. Okay, so this episode starts off pretty similar to the last one, but instead of Cranky singing to us with that grating voice, this time he's just reading his Kong family a good old Christmas tale. Oh god, what did they do to you guys? Why does DK look so shiny? Well, looking into the previous episodes, in Wikipedia, it seems like the animation studio changed in between seasons, with season 1 being done by Nelvana and Media Lab, and the second season being done by CGCG. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I can't tell which one is worse. Maybe I'm just so used to the first season's animation, but when I look at this, it just makes me feel very uncomfortable. But hey, I'll give credit where credit is due. At least the lip syncing with this newer animation is a lot better than the original, even if it's sacrificing some of those weird ass faces they made. Anyway though, back with this episode, we find ourselves with Cranky explaining one of his favorite parts of the holiday. The truce between apes and lizards, a day where no one should bother anyone. I'm sure you can see where this is going. And we see proof of this as we watch all of K. Rool's minions go home to spend quality time with their families. Aww. Hell, even the man himself is gonna take a break, leaving only General Clump behind. But something seems off about him. Well, judging by his expression when K. Rool is bragging about his family, it seems like General Clump here has no one to go to for the holidays. I wonder how that makes him feel.
Well, I may not have anywhere to go, but at least I got the whole place to myself.
What kind of transition was that? It just makes me feel really sad. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they're continuing the musical numbers with this season. And this song in particular is all about being a lonely son of a gun.
I've always been the only one.
Yeah, you sing your heart out, General Clump.
Just a few hundred teeth.
Oh, okay. Getting a little depressing. How about you stop being a little hard on yourself, okay?
I've got no family tree.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
No one to celebrate the festival with me.
See ya. Well, if you ask me, that was a sad sight to see. So, how about we cut back to the DK crew as they're getting their festivities ready, with DK here being in charge of the fireworks. However, when he's asked on what gifts he's getting everyone for the holidays, he doesn't have the best of responses.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a banana.
Oh. I got something that's big, beautiful, and a banana. This took me like 40 minutes to blow this thing up, so it better be worth it. So yeah, after seeing everyone tease him with their
Awesome and totally not obvious gifts.
DK is starting to feel a bit guilty about the presents he decided to choose. So he decides to ask Kongo Bongo's god or something, I don't know, they call it Inka Dinka Doo. And the statue thing responds with this.
Look into the heart of your enemy to discover the greatest gift of all.
Say what?
Well, if you say so, Inka Dinka Doo. Hey, Smash Max.
Huh?
Oh, sweet. There's a $20 GameStop gift card in here. Thanks. Well, with this newfound information, Donkey Kong decides to look into the heart of his enemy, and on his way to K. Rool's place, he bumps into General Clump. Then after a little negotiation, Clump comes to an agreement to help out DK by having him search for gifts in what's basically a K. Rool's version of a lost and found basket.
Sure, King Cruel wouldn't miss half the junk in there.
You should see all the great stuff I'm finding. Hey, I found the perfect gifts.
Well done, soldier. What are they?
Candles.
No!
So while DK is having a hard time finding the perfect gift, Clump here reminisces on the good times he could be having, and believe it or not, he even sings a childhood poem of his very sad life, I guess.
Whenever you're sad, lonely as can be, just remember me. Remember who?
I don't know. I can never remember the last part.
Now, kiddies, that's what we call foreshadowing. That's not how you spell it. Come on, learn better, editor. I don't get paid enough for this shit. Speaking of foreshadowing, how about we check out plot B of this episode with these up-to-no-good pirates that are totally not just recolored models of existing characters. No. These are original characters, okay? It's like my Sonic OC. I call him Booby Master 5462. But you can call him Steve. Well, this is Captain Scurvy, and these guys don't matter. All you need to know is that they're planning on stealing the crystal coconut because apparently the reptile and ape truce doesn't matter to them because they're just pirates, you know? Pirates just... They just don't give two shits. Oh, those gosh darn scallywags. They're gonna cause quite the climax in this episode's plot. Just wait and see. Oh wait, you don't have to wait long. They already stole it. Well... that was fast, but not as fast as Donkey Kong deep-throating an entire banana at once. But that's a completely different video, okay? We'll just save that one for my OnlyFans, okay? Alrighty, so with these pieces of scum, their words, not mine, stealing the coconut and presents, it's up to DK, Diddy, and General Clump to team up and steal it back. And it plays out exactly how you expect it to. Well, maybe not all the way, because what's this? Plot twist? Captain Scurvy is singing the same song that General Clump was singing earlier? Could this mean that they're... sisters? Close enough. Yep, that's right. These two scallywags are siblings, meaning they finally have someone to hang out with on this very special holiday. And for them to be reminded of this, we have to experience the fucking whiplash of going from DK's talking voice to his singing one.
That's it.
What are you talking about?
the poem.
Okay, that one's a little rough. Oh, Jesus Christ, jeez, Donkey Kong. That one actually kind of hurt. Well, after that touching situation, the crew runs faster than an actual bullet, no kidding, and watch the ship blow up into a barrage of fireworks. And even with the presents being blown into smithereens, Cranky is here to remind us the true meaning of the holidays.
Today isn't about presents. It's about being with family.
That must be what Inka Dinka Do was trying to tell me.
Okay, DK, you can stop interjecting yourself into everything. Just enjoy the moment, okay? Please. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I think we could all learn a thing or two from this episode. Christmas isn't about the candy or the gifts or your friends or even your family. It's about spending your quality holiday time watching very crappy Nintendo cartoons, because there you can actually learn a thing or two. And you could also release holiday videos in January, but let's ignore that, okay? But what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter, because I've sat down and watched the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, and my opinion on it is just the same as it was when I watched it years ago. It's not that bad. While yes, the animation is mediocre at best, it's still an impressive feat for a children's cartoon in the 90s. Not too many studios were ambitious to try out this new technology, and if any video game series was going to try it, I think Donkey Kong Country was their best bet, especially considering that 3D technology was used in the games on the Super Nintendo, giving it this unique as hell look. The biggest drawbacks of the show, though, has to be the weird-ass plots that seem to be contrived out of thin air and the dumb as hell decisions that some of the characters make. But hey, they got some killer music numbers, so I shouldn't be complaining too much.
Eddie, let me go back to my home. Without me, everything's all wrong. Eddie, let me go back to my home. Let me put things back where they belong.
And well, that was my opinion on the show. And once again, I don't regret spending any of my Christmas time watching these. Maybe next year we can watch the Zelda cartoon and make, I don't know, the 500th joke about Excuse me, princess. That'll be fun, right? Right? But hey, I'm just surprised that I went through the entire video without talking about any of the memes from the show, like Donkey Kong's thick ass and that one song that goes like, "Shower me in coconut cream pie." Yeah, I'm better than that. I only make original jokes here. Watch. I can't resist it anymore!
Okay, let's do this.
Okay guys. Sadly, my time is about up. But I do want to leave you all with one more joke. So, one time I was walking down the street, and I saw this beautiful Donkey Kong. And I couldn't help but say, "I'll shower you in coconut cream pie." Oh, thank you so much. It's totally an original joke that I made up on